to you and thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Discuss on Divine TV. My name is Stephen Adewale, and today, as usual, we'll be talking about trending stories that concerns you and I. And we can't do it without the only Naomi in the world. A beautiful morning to you.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Naomi Philip Salma. Thank you for joining us.
We have stories that are shocking. Some positive, but most importantly, they are shocking stories. And the first one right here is not a good one at all, but no life is lost. It says a nationwide telecom shutdown looms over severe diesel shortage. That there is possibility that all telecommunication company might shut down due to a diesel shortage. You know, when we hear news like this, the first thing that comes to our mind is, what on earth is happening? Because there are things that should not happen.
Well, you know, sometimes you know, was it last week or a few days back, this telecommunication increased their tariff. So what are they doing with the money? And now they are complaining.
No, it's not even about them for the diesel shortage now. Let me just take the lead story. It says, the Association of Telecommunication Companies of Nigeria, ATCON, has warned that the sector will face a severe situation in the coming days if the indefinite strike by petroleum tanker drivers, which is affecting truck loading of diesel and supply, is not addressed. So it's not about them now. It's about the tanker drivers supplying the diesel. Let me take it further. It says, a statement released on Sunday by ATCON President Tony Emokpere said the situation is also impacting telecom companies, based on many of them running on low fuel levels. Therefore, ATCON called on governors of Lagos and Ogun states to intervene in the looming crisis and facilitate the release of diesel from depot to telecom operators to prevent the situation from plunging the sector into further crisis.
Well, we are paying for this. Why do we have to keep calling on governments every now and then to address this issue?
You see, the problem is a working government should put things in place. The right people at the right positions. People who understand the stake, who understand the importance, what it takes to be in charge of something. Because, you know, I say this all the time. What is a Nigerian gaining from its government, basically? Tell me one thing. Nothing. I saw a headline the other time saying government wants to strategize on how to generate more revenue through tax. So it's about the people paying for everything.
What are they doing with the ones we have?
That's the problem.
About please, whereby money has been generated from this particular tax, from this. We keep complaining. There's no portable drinking water. Hospital, you go to some of our hospitals are dilapidated. What are they doing with the tax they generate?
So it's all about the people paying for everything. So now, tariff increment. Now they don't have diesel.
And we're still struggling with that tariff increment too. A lot of people, you find it very difficult to even subscribe. Now they have even increased the price. And now we're talking about this again. So for how long will this? How can a common Nigerian survive?
You know, the funny thing is, talking about this government, and I've said it before, that they are parasites. We are the hosts. The death of the host determines the death of the parasite. Because when you see a dog that has tick on it, the tick sucks the blood and does everything. That's what is happening. What are we gaining? Look at the bank charges. when these online bank platforms came, the old pay, the palm pay,
Money Point and the
they
rest.
were not charging anything. The government
People were utilizing it and
government still went ahead just to drain people,
From people.
to say that any transaction that is up to 10,000 naira, 15 naira will be deducted. Now they're doing it. So it's just like strangling the people. They want to suck us out.
we're always the one at the receiving end. But we just hope things will get better with time.
So that's why I say it's a shocking story.
Yeah,
Now, when the telecommunication companies are not functioning, what waiting remain?
All of us will just be in the dark. We'll start any communication by writing letters.
Well, maybe we want to go back to the
We'll
old
just write
side.
letters and start sending it to our fellow friends and
Okay,
family.
so when you send a letter to your parents, I might get to them in
1
life
month,
is
2 months.
no. So we want to go there every day. In 2 days, 3 days max, we'll get there.
Imagine, and you don't write address very well.
It is well. And when you now even send the letter to some people, the person delivering the letter might even go and attack them later.
There's another thing.
Let's go to the next one.
Let's see one story here. Looks some kind of interesting.
Okay.
But then is a caution. Say group seek improved security for NAFDAC boss as agency defense calm down on fake drugs. Definitely.
You see,
they need security to protect the DJ.
You see,
she really needs that.
You see, it's funny that I want to help you. I'm trying to protect you from what is going to harm you. Yet I need protection
from you because you're trying to harm me.
Because in trying to help you, you still want to harm me.
Yes.
And that's why when you see a cub or a dog that is being trapped and trying to help them, they might bite you.
Definitely.
So what exactly is our problem? Is it a mindset? Is it a mentality? I don't know, because now
the story first said the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria has called for enhanced security measures for the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Mosijo Mojisola, in light of the ongoing nationwide clampdown on fake and substandard drugs. This call comes after the recent sealing of over 11,000 shops and the arrest of 14 individuals in connection with the crackdown. So imagine
11,000 shops selling,
not 11 shops, not 1,000,
11,000.
Imagine the numbers of people affected due to these drugs that they have taken.
Don't even know.
Nobody knows, because most of the things we take now, whether food, any substance we take, most of them, if you go to the market, you see the fake ones. You don't even know. Sometimes they just change the pack. Sometimes they don't even change, and we go to the market where in a rush you just buy and come and cook, buy and just come and eat.
There was a time a certain place was discovered in Lagos. I don't want to mention the area now, where they were producing fake drinks.
Yes.
Do you know how many people you have you have harmed?
It's so pathetic,
You know, I was talking about the I won't call it a spirit, greed in human nature. And according to report and survey, it says that 80% are greedy. And they say why they do it is because they just believe they're trying to safeguard themselves.
Yes.
Like the fear of scarcity, that opportunity comes but once. So they want to. So my point is, why would you say that because you want to provide for your family, you want to show off, you want to have a good life,
But
harm people?
How on earth will 11,000 shops sell fake drugs?
Discovered. There are still undiscovered ones.
There are some out there that they don't even know, and now they're trying to protect the DJ because these people have connection.
So
Some of
the director general trying to help the people discover it. Now
they are
she
trying
needs
to
protection.
because these people will not even allow this. That's the mindset of some people. Now they're trying to help you, and then you're trying to harm the person that is trying to help you. Does it mean that what she did was wrong? We always pray that we want our leaders to do better in life.
Now she wants to do better.
We always want a better country.
Now she's in danger.
Yes, we always want a better country. We always want a better Nigeria.
But we're not ready.
But then we're not ready. How can 11,000 shops be selling fake drugs in a country?
Fake drugs, fake drinks.
And sometimes you ask yourself, what will they gain? They gain money.
To do what?
To do what? To show off.
No, they tell you they want to cater for the family.
Yeah,
so at other people's expense.
They don't even bother about that. Whether the drug harm you, you still go to the hospital to get new medication and come back. And
okay, let me ask you a question.
And another thing is, some people are sometimes you just have to be careful when doing that. You don't just go to just anyhow shop and buy drugs. You go to a hospital, go for a checkup. Definitely they're going to recommend a shop for you to buy the drugs. When you go, you check.
There are reputable shops.
Yes,
where
you check. You know the mindset of some people. They just go. If they say this drug is 11,000 naira, they will say this one is expensive. And so, I know another shop that sells this for 9,000. It's better I should just buy that. It's not the same thing. So what comes to your mind? The drug that you're supposed to sell for 11,000, another person is selling for you for 8,000 or 7,000, and you decide to go and buy from it because you think it's cheap. I know sometimes some people increase the amount just to gain money, but how sure are you that drug is?
I want to ask you a question. You know your gender. When you see a woman who is not emotionally driven, kind of.
Yes.
You are. I want to engage them more with what is happening in Nigeria when it comes to us.
Yes.
Someone trying to save us and now needs security because we are going to attack the person from saving us. What do you think? You know, women, when it comes to emotions, and you are brutal too. So what if you were in position as, let's say, as a Minister of Health, what would you do? Yeah.
Whatsoever the DG is doing, she's doing the right thing. For some people to be out there selling fake drugs, and these people and the government are trying their best to safeguard the citizens.
11,000 shops.
I think we should know that the DG is doing the right thing. So let's put away that mindset of trying to do anything negative. But then she also needs the security to guide her through.
11,000 shops selling fake drugs.
And 40 people involved, individuals involved. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
We never can tell or how many other shops we have out there selling this kind of drugs.
All right, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue with the topic. It's basically on the DG of NAFDAC needing security for protection against the people based on our clampdown on fake drug sale in the country. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Enjoy inspirational, informative, and soul-lifting Christian programs such as Christian Parenting and Homefront, Light After Darkness, Fulfilling the Mandate, Kids and Bible, Movies Review, Shepherd's Spouse, Kingdom Stars, Teens Perspectives, My Next Gospel Event, and lots more on Divine Television. Download Divine TV mobile app on Google Play Store or watch on our YouTube channel. You can also visit www.tvdivine.net. Divine TV, enriching souls through the gospel of Christ.
Oh, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we're live on the discourse this morning, and we are bringing to you topical issues, issues affecting you and me, and we see ways on how to provide solutions, give advice to those issues. We've read out so many stories this morning, and
not so many, really. Not so many. Yeah,
but the few
why were you?
Our heads on this morning, but interesting, not sad stories. Stories that can at least encourage and give us a hopeful.
The first story is a shocking one. I talked about it earlier. Nationwide telecom blackout looms due to diesel shortage. Atcon warns. nationwide telecom blackout looms due to diesel shortage. And the next one is the one we're talking about, right?
Yes.
There's a Group 6 improved security for NAFDAC boss as agency defends clampdown on fake drugs. And you gave the analysis that they have closed 11,000 shops selling fake drugs.
And 14,
for you and I.
40 individuals were involved. So,
and now, why would the DG need security officials to follow her around in doing the right thing?
well, we know that this is the right thing that they're supposed to do. And my problem is, if the government are not doing this, we keep complaining that these people are out there selling.
Now they're doing it, they need security again. Now, I have a question for you. Okay. Is it about selfishness, or it's a problem with our mindset?
There's a problem with our mindset, because
it's the mindset, right?
Yes. If we think that what the DJ is doing is right, the best we could do is support her, report those people involved, report them to the necessary agency so that they can take action, not for us to make the DG or try to make people feel what she's doing is right because she's trying to take people.
What she's doing is wrong.
Yeah, because yes.
But I have a question. Now, my question is, when people now tell you that because of the situation in our dear country, that's why they had to move into selling fake drugs just to survive.
That should not justify their action. That should not be. Regardless of what is happening, regardless of what they're facing, there are better ways to do that. You can't be selling fake drugs to other people. It's affecting the people. So what do you expect?
I think I need to go for checkup.
You really need to.
You don't need to go for checkup.
Oh, we have one story.
There's one more story,
yeah. It says road safety expert prefers solution to fuel tanker crashes explosions.
Okay. Road safety officials prefer solutions.
Yes,
okay.
To road tankers crashes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think if this will come to limelight, it will be of great help to us in Nigeria.
So, take the lead. Let's talk about it.
Let me take the lead. It says Mr. Jide of the Professional Driving and Safety Academy in the Peace says, recently the National Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, expressed fear over the federal government plan to ban 60,000 liters capacity tankers following the rising cases of accident involving fuel tankers. So it says, Othman says, however, the causes of the accident was not the usage of the 60 liters tankers capacity, but could be attributed to the condition of roads conditions of the vehicles and drivers. He said that 2,000 trucks with 60,000 liters capacity worth 150 billion each, amounting to 300 billion investment, were being involved in transportation of petroleum product nationwide. So it's another thing. We're restricting them due to road crashes. What are those things that leads to those road crashes?
You see, I always say something. When you do your own part, you have a child, you have fed the child, clothed the child, giving education to the child, you have played your part. So now when the child misbehaves, you can say it confidently that what else do you want from me? Now, you want people, you want to ban, you want to restrict, you want to do whatever. Did you do
the right thing?
Did you play your own part well enough? You know, there are times when you do some things, you're justified because you have done what you're supposed to do. Now, do we have good roads?
That's another question.
You know, there was a time they gave out a law that these tankers should not move in the day, in the daytime, that they should move in the night. That law, was it enforced?
You just said it.
We see them everywhere because the people who are supposed people who are supposed to arrest them don't collect something. Nobody's arresting anybody. So it's not even about restricting or banning or whatever. It's about you do your bit. Put the roads in order. Let your officials working be competent. Let's see how it
And the
goes.
drivers also, they should be careful when they're on the highway.
You know the
You
funny.
see, there was sometimes when you see them on the highway, the way they speed, it's so crazy.
Have you seen a tanker driver carrying fuel that is not more than 17 years? Have you seen one before? I saw one and I was like, now this one a motorboy, I've been a driver. Even the companies employ these tanker drivers, they don't want to pay well. They want to short pay. Or probably the person recruiting for them, I don't know. But when you get to see some drivers, you'll be like, this is a driver that's going to be carrying millions up and down at the expense of the company and the people, and so it just boils down to one thing: the kind of government that we have. When you put things in place, when things are structured, see, let me tell you something.
Yes.
People don't want to do the right thing.
Yes.
You force them into doing it, not by beating them, but when there is a structure, they are forced to do the right thing.
You know, most of these drivers, sometimes they travel a very long distance.
Yeah.
They hardly sleep, and most of them are on drugs. Hardly you see a tanker driver that is driving a car that is normal. Sometimes when you see them, either they are high or something else. There's a way they normally behave. So you ask yourself, somebody that doesn't even get to sleep very well and it's hard, how do you expect him to drive?
The word you use, normal, is what makes me laugh.
How do you expect him to?
You know, it reminded me of something.
What's that?
There was a time we were traveling, so we wanted to ease ourselves.
Yes.
So the driver parked, we all alighted, we were trying to ease ourselves. Then, it was in the morning. A tanker driver came down of the tanker, and you know the surprising thing?
What's that?
He was naked.
You can imagine.
He was naked. He just moved around, begin to flash, whatever. He just peed and he moved around. So people were like, is everything happen? I know where for midnight, I do route. So when you say some of these are not normal, that was what I remembered.
They don't act normal. I really hope that things will be put into place, and this law, anytime they say anything regarding any
they will implement it.
They're going to implement, not for them to just wake up one day and tell us that this is what they want to do. After 1 month, after 2 months, we don't get to hear anything. And these people on the highway, every day we see how people die on the highway. You hear about tanker explosion, you hear about how,
and the officials out there want to make money.
They don't even care the kind of people they employ. Sometimes you look at some of these drivers they're very young.
17,
they're
18.
very young. You ask yourself, how do they even get this job? And they drive long distance, not just one state. Some of them drive to up to 5-7 states on the highway, and we still are always at the one receiving help.
Yeah, we are the victims. So we just need a government that works, that understands the plight of its people. Should we take one more story, or just call it a wrap? Because of our time. So 11,000 shops selling fake drugs have been shot. 40 people arrested. And you know why I went back to that story is because how can you be so callous that you know what you're selling to people, what you're selling for people is fake? And when you receive the money, you say you want to train your children with the money, you want to build us, you want to...
They always try to justify their action with the kind of bad things they do, which they know very well is harming the people, but they don't even care because it's because of them. So what do you expect? I have one story here. Maybe we can take this one and maybe take a wrap from it.
Okay.
Yes. It's a federal government pledges more support for creative industry. What do you think? This has to do with the entertainment industry, basically. So it says, let me read the lead.
You know?
Okay, let me read. Yes, let me read the lead. It says, federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting the booming creative industry, recognizing its potential to engage youth, foster unity, and drive economic growth. The pledge was made during the Ariwa Turnout 2.0 comedy and music concert in Abuja. Speaking at the event, the Director General of the Voice of Nigeria, Mr. Jibrin Baba said, who represented the Minister of Information and the National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, emphasized the government focus on empowering Nigerian youth through creative sector.
You see, the issue I have with when we hear things about government trying to do this, trying to do that, what I always say is the implementation, the enforcement.
They try to make youths feel so excited when they get to hear about this. After everything, after the event, everything just died off.
We won't even see anything.
That's the issue.
And you know, before now, I always say something that we, because of the level of hardship, poverty, economic crisis in the country, and the corruption level, whoever you are handling any fund or putting in charge of anything, the first thing they think about is how they want to pack their own
share to their own share and that of their family.
So when I hear stories like this, I'm not encouraged. I'm not moved.
But you know, sometimes if the government will really support the youth, the high rate of crimes, the high rate of so many things that is happening in the country among the youth is going to reduce to the minimum.
Of course,
but
yes.
Then when they don't get the support, you just come out and make promises to the youth, and they don't get to see that. What do you expect from them?
So what we just read now, will it happen for real? Is it not just paperwork? Is it going to happen for real? That's my concern.
You know, sometimes people feel let's just say this to them, maybe it will just make
lighten the whole thing.
But we keep saying this every day. When will they do the right thing so that at least the youths will be happy when they hear about? Because sometimes when they just come out and tell you, they'll be like, it's their normal way of making promises. They'll not even take you serious. Why not prove them wrong and do the right thing at least for once?
Well, it is well with Nigeria. I think we should just call it a wrap.
Yeah.
We've taken 1, 2, 3, 4 stories about what's trending right now. And above all the stories we took, I think the most important story is the telecommunication company that are telling us that there could be a blackout. Please. And it says in the story that the Lagos State government and Ogun State government should do something fast about it. Resolve whatever problem there is among the tanker drivers and whatever agency in charge of it. Let there be light. Let us have let us have peace, please. I hope you enjoyed what we served you. If you did, let's do it again tomorrow. My name is Stephen Adewale, and the only Naomi in the world is right here saying bye-bye.
My name is Naomi Philip Samuel. Join us tomorrow. Bye for now.
God bless you.
Enjoy inspirational, informative, and soul-lifting Christian programs such as Christian Parenting and Homefront, Light After Darkness, Fulfilling the Mandate, Kids and Bible, Movies Review, Shepherd's Spouse, Kingdom Stars, Teens Perspectives, My Next Gospel Event, and lots more on Divine Television. Download Divine TV mobile app on Google Play Store or watch on our YouTube channel. You can also visit www.tvdivine.net. Divine TV, enriching souls through the